DCOP Ayensu Opare Addo, a very renowned police officer who one time was the Greater Accra Regional Police Commander. He's still the Ashanti Regional Security Coordinator, and I need to clarify that very shortly with him. He is a recent victim of operatives claiming to be national security operatives because he had been forcibly, at gunpoint, removed from his office. And he joins us on the telephone line right now. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for the time here on PM Express.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Great to have you all. Let me start with you, DCOP Ayensu Opare Addo. I mean, please clarify for me, have you been formally removed as the Ashanti Regional Security Coordinator?
To your list.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
Yes, I'm saying that I haven't been removed as the Regional Security Liaison Officer. Okay.
So you are still, obviously, the Ashanti Regional Security Coordinator in charge of the region. So those people who stormed the office, what happened then? What is your beef with you?
Okay, thank you very much. On the 11th of this month, at about 5 p.m., I was in the office with my secretary when a group of 7 young men came to the office and said that the National Security Coordinator has asked them to bring me to Accra. I told them I wasn't going to go to Accra with them. They should go. I will be there myself the next day. They said no. Then they started struggling with me and they handcuffed me. And when they did that, we were struggling. And I said, I won't go. My wife is in Accra. She's come back to me in Kumasi. I can't leave her in Kumasi and go to Accra. They asked of the vehicle that I was using, and I said the vehicle was at home. And so my boys brought the vehicle. So when they brought the vehicle, they wanted us to go down. I said, I won't go. Then we started struggling again. And I told them that I wanted to go and urinate. And one of them followed me and said, and I asked why he was following me and said, oh, but we're all men. You can, sorry, I can follow you. I said, no. He followed me to the toilet and I urinated and came back to my office. Then my boys, when they were bringing the vehicle, informed the police that this was what was happening in my office. And the police came. The first team came, and the second team came with the Deputy Regional Police Commander, who immediately instructed that the 7 men should be arrested. And they were arrested, and I followed them to the regional police headquarters. And when we got there, we were gathered together, and they said they should leave. The 7 guys should leave, and we should come the next day. And what I intend telling you is this, that when they got to my office, I was there with my secretary. They closed the door, took our phones, and even one of them hit me with an AK-47 rifle.
You were hit with the butt of the AK-47 rifle?
Yes, with the butt of the AK-47 rifle. And I said, what is this? That they say we should bring you to the National Security Headquarters. And I said, I won't go. So when the police picked up, I don't know what should have been done. But if it was in my time, I would detain all of them. But the police never detained them. And they said we should go and come the next day. That's Wednesday. On Wednesday, I went there, and none of the 7 came to the regional police headquarters. I wrote my statement. My secretary, with whom I was in my office, wrote her statement, and one junior officer, Nanso, who was in his office, and that was also locked. The operations room also wrote a statement. So waiting for what will happen.
So they said you should be brought to the National Security Secretariat headquarters in Accra. Did they identify themselves as true operatives of the National Security Secretariat?
They were not the true operatives. Well, I knew 4 of them. Mustafa, Staff, Mohammed, Saidu, Kerry, and Atta. I knew 4 of them who had been with me in Kumasi. They were coming to my office. They wanted me to go and do this Galamsey thing with them, and I never did want that to happen. And the other three, I never knew them. But one mentioned his name as Roxing, the leader of the group, and the like.
So these people...
Robert, yes, it was Robert. Yes. Please, I'm listening.
These people that you know, are they affiliated with the party in Ashanti region, the MPP, I mean?
Please come again.
These people that you identified, are they people affiliated with the MPP in the Ashanti region that you know of?
Yes, that's my observation.
Specifically the Delta Force, maybe?
Yeah, the Delta Force, yes. They were members of the Delta Force.
I mean, just for clarity, because I know you are a very experienced security officer. How do you link them? What's the basis of you linking them to the Delta Force?
Well, the leadership of the Delta Force was for them. That was Mohammed Saidu, and the other guys were all members of the Delta Force.
So as we speak now, I don't know if subsequently, have you checked with the National Security Headquarters if indeed they had, lawful orders to bring you?
Well, I don't want to do that. It's not my job. The case is with the police now. So it is the police of the Ashanti region which should investigate this issue, and I shouldn't want to drum myself into the issue at all.
I mean, so since last week, have you been going to your office?
Well, I went to the office the next day, but I'm not in Kumasi now.
Have you, when you return to Kumasi, you intend to go back to your office and work?
Certainly, I'll have to be there because I must be seen in the office. Because His Excellency the President, when I went to him, he told me to go and work because he wasn't bringing anybody there at the time. He said I should go and work and I will hear from him. So that's exactly what I'm going to do.
So just to clarify, you've been to meet the President after this incident?
Well, I wanted to see him on Friday, but he was very busy. I understood him. He was traveling on Sunday. So he had to do a lot of things himself, and I never bothered him with the issue again.
But you clarified that you have a direct instruction from the President or the Presidency to go and work.
He told me, I saw him when I heard that there were rumors in the city that Wudukunsing and the other guys I mentioned, the Delta Force guys, were trying to impose somebody on me at the time. So even I called Wudukunsing himself and told him about this, and I will talk about that later.
Okay. So far, of course, you were hit with the butt of an AK-47 rifle. The gun was pointed at you. You were injured in the process, were you?
Well, I just had a pain in my leg.
Okay. In the leg, how did that happen?
Well, they hit my right leg.
With the butt of the gun?
Yes.
Okay.